Hello, everyone, and welcome to Why Did Ask For, Chapter 12.
Hooray!
Today on the podcast, as always, Mr. Pat Nicely.
I am here. I am happy.
Mr. Jesse Smith.
I need an adult.
And Ms. Amber Brown.
Hi.
Hi.
When we were starting this podcast, I felt so bad because Jesse sounded like we were taking him to the doctor to get his first immunization shot. And he was like, no, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I was like, Jesse, it's going to be okay. Here's a lollipop. Just look the other way. And
Some of those things are like, we're going to do it on 3. And they start counting to 3 and they do it on 1.
he's like, you betrayed me.
I wasn't ready at 3 or 1.
That's true. You weren't ready till like 37.
Just fucking rushing me. Everyone's always rushing me. I get in here and I just get lambasted by Amber because job reasons. And I'm late and I had a job and I told her that I'd send her a dick pic of a U.S. senator and she demanded it and I didn't want to subject her to that, so I'm not going to do that.
You know what,
for her
Jesse?
health and safety.
It's very difficult for you to make these claims when we have complete text background that you're wrong.
Please stop making demands.
Oh my god.
You're full of demands tonight.
Like, I could literally just paste our conversation and everybody would see that you're full of crap.
You're saying all
We
these
are
words, but
starting
all
off
I
on a high
hear
point this week.
are demand.
Let them go. This is good. So I can't help but notice that Amber sounds a lot better. Like clearer, more like accurate sounding. I mean,
No, it was good. You could have stopped right there. Just Amber sounds better.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Why do you think that is, Dan?
Because she's a fucking rock star.
Is she?
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, what would you call it? A living room rock star, right?
Yes.
Living room rock star with a lot of duct tape.
I do have a ton of duct tape. If you're listening and you haven't gone to college yet, my very first recommendation for college is just stock up on duct tape. I got a roll when I was in my second year, and I'm halfway through my last year, and I still have a ton left of it. It's just great. It's fucking great.
Are you sponsored by duct tape?
Not that fancy duct tape, but duct tape. Quack, quack.
Yeah.
If so, that money belongs to us.
Things start getting confusing when you start having to buy tuck tape. The tuck tape's beside the duct tape, which is beside the duct tape. It's a whole fiasco. You go to the hardware store, you think you know what you need, and you walk out just confused with a bag of screws.
Do you think there's a whole market out there that's just based off of people like not sure what the actual name is? It's like, okay, is it duct tape or is it duct tape? And how can we confuse people into thinking it's one or the other?
That's one
I
of
can
those
tell you
things-
there's absolutely a market for that. And it's every craft store ever. Every single craft store in the history of human technology does that. They make money off people being confused.
That's true.
That's because there's
they
usually
have-
3 names for one thing.
Someone has since made the brand Duct brand duct tape. So there is technically DUCK duct tape.
Absolutely.
This is fucking exhilarating.
Isn't it though?
Yeah.
Please tell me
point
more.
is-
my original point.
The point is I stole my old rock band mic from my little sister, and this is why I sound different. That's where we are now.
Thievery.
I'm so glad that we had to go through the etymology of duct tape to get to you using a video game microphone adhered to a lamp.
Look, what is a podcast if not over describing things?
Also, I duct taped it to my desk
God
lamp.
damn
If
it.
anybody's wondering where the tape came from, that's why we're talking about it.
Did you steal the duct
Amber
tape
gets
too?
into the etymology of duct tape. Then
That
Dan
wasn't me,
delivers
that was Pat.
some odd stand-up style routine about screws at a hardware store, and it just went downhill. It went downhill.
However, if you do want the etymology of duct tape, that's because I believe in World War II, they invented it to
No
be able to
thanks.
patch up holes.
So
I was really holding on for the end there. And Jesse
well,
just
now we'll
ruined it.
never figure it out.
No, go ahead. I didn't mean to.
No,
just
here
let
we go,
you-
here we
they
go.
invented it.
how dare you
Tune
destroy our
in,
conversation
tune
about
into our
duct tape.
extra live stream on November 7th from noon to midnight Eastern Standard Time, and I will tell you where duct tape comes from.
There you
Which
go.
internet is that on?
It is a.
Which internet?
Look, you absolutely cannot
good question.
tell people where duct tape comes from. That's a discussion they have with their parents when they're old enough, and they tell their kids that when a mommy duct tape and a father duct tape get together. Go on.
This is
Don't
the
we-
duct
wouldn't we
tape
have
podcast.
to? Wouldn't we have to talk about other types of tape just so that we're not like
Like
Man, it's a
Point-
stretch goal.
At this point, we should be getting paid, or we should stop talking about duct tape.
see how far we can push Jesse with the top.
If we raise $1,000, Jesse will wrap his entire torso in duct tape.
I will do that.
Really
Will you really?
go get.
Well,
some
then
Christmas
there, we
torso?
got a new
presents
stretch goal.
Not my torso. I'll do my neck.
Oh, God.
Okay, we don't want.
Don't do your neck. That sounds dangerous.
Yeah, it does sound dangerous.
Yeah, that sounds dangerous.
It'll spare me another fucking rant about duct tape.
All right. Well, if you want to move away from duct tape here, let me do this. So speaking of adhesives,
Oh my God.
or ways to bond things together, I should say. Today, Halo 5 finally launched.
Oh my God. I
And
knew it was coming.
Calm down.
Where's my Xbox?
So there was
Dead.
3 different types of pre-orders you could do. One was just a regular game. One was like a medium bundle that gave you like the DLC and some other cool shit. And then the other one had like a statue with it or something. I got the middle one, and inside there's like lame little cards that like describe the characters. It's like their military status, whatever. Not important. And then there was this other package. I'm like, what the fuck is this? It said something about medals on the box. So when I open it up, I was like, what the hell is this thing? And it turns out it's like a little model that's made out of metal that fits together like there's little tabs that go inside and then you fold them over, but they're all metal, and everything's really, really, really fucking tiny. I spent 3 hours working on this fucking thing, and I only got like the 2 shoulder pieces done.
Did you spend like $50 extra just to be saddled with a child's art project?
No. No, there was some sort of pre-order bonus, plus I got like all the season pass basically for all the DLC. I got it for free.
So
And
Not for
also
free.
a child's
I paid
art
for it up front,
project.
but I didn't know that was in there when I pre-ordered it. But fuck me.
So have you
Can
already
I shit
started the
on
campaign?
models for a second?
Oh, please.
Yeah.
Not like
I mean, wait,
models,
like-
like getting photographed, like a car model or like
Yes,
a model
model cars.
airplane. Why would you buy an inconvenience in a box that isn't even creative? I mean, is there like a rabid following of model
There
makers
used to be.
online that are going to burn down my house for me saying this?
I don't know if we have like any modeler fans, but you're really shitting on like a very niche group of people
true.
right now.
I am.
myself being one of those.
Well, the good news is they will burn down your house, but then they'll put it together with glue. So
I just want to go on the record and say, fuck models, and everyone who makes models, you're all bad people.
But
There you go. So I'm a bad person.
you,
but
you see what's going to happen? It's
mine
just-
was my cousin's fault, because when I was 10, I went to my cousin's and he had like a whole fucking room full of them like already assembled and painted and shit, like mounted on his wall, and it was really cool looking to me. So I was like, I want to do that. So I got into it for a few years, and it also gave me an excuse to ask my parents for a box of razor blades, which they actually bought me, a very fancy set.
Go ahead.
But yeah, I mean, I did it for a while. I mean, I grew up before the internet, so we had to pass the time somehow.
No,
When I was
my,
10, I played Pokemon.
my dad used to build airplane models, and those were actually really cool. I don't know why I just shat on models. It's a really weird turn for me to take.
I feel like you're just itching to shit on something.
Yeah, I don't know
And we
why I'm in
happen to be
such a
talking
shitting
about-
on everything kind of mood. I'm really,
We just happen to be talking about models when that.
yeah, and I
There's
was
my
like,
opportunity.
well, you know what? Fuck models.
You're
I
in a
don't
really
care.
punchy mood today, Jesse.
If you want to build a model, build a model. If you want to frolic through a field of daisies, do it.
You
Do
know what
whatever
it
makes
is?
you happy.
I think nowadays people don't have the patience to build models anymore because it does require an extreme amount of patience to do it. Like my friend used to do those, and he'd hang them from his ceilings, like the plain ones Jesse talked about. And I had this like respect for him because you knew it took him hours to sit there and glue together every tiny piece, and it was, how did he do that?
Not only that, you gotta wait for the fucking glue to dry.
Oh my god, I have a model in my room.
That was the worst to me. That was the worst part about doing models. Is like, I just want to build the car, and once I started getting into the higher levels where you actually had to use glue, it was like you put two pieces together and you have to walk away for like 20 minutes while the glue dries. It's like, oh god. At least the
Guys-
step ones are just like snap together, so you don't have any glue, so you can do the whole fucking thing in one sitting.
I feel like if I ever sat down with a bunch of small plastic pieces and a tube of super glue, I would leave that room covered in those plastic pieces. With like a new layer of skin.
I was making a costume for someone once because I cosplay, and I ended up sewing their shirt to my thumb, so I know that feeling.
Ow.
Ow.
Yeah.
Why are we doing this? You know what?
I didn't do it intentionally.
Wait. Was this during your emo phase?
No, this was like last year. I still make costumes. I actually went out to go get the last bits for my next costume today.
Nice.
It wasn't about the making the costume. It was about mutilating yourself while you were doing it.
Was it a
Fun
sewing?
Yeah.
fact, my middle name happens to be Costume.
Really?
No, it's not.
Jesse Costume Smith.
That's a
Jesse
total lie.
costume last name.
Speaking of crafty things, I've been I found this super old wooden antique chessboard that's like
Okay.
Not a
all,
Ouija board, is
all
it?
hand built and stuff. I just refinished it and it's beautiful, and I feel like such like an old school American male.
Wow.
It's true.
You should grow out your beard now.
Right?
Way ahead of you.
Is it like super thick now? I haven't seen it in a while.
It was. I just trimmed it a few days
It's like
ago.
you should
so
be in a
it's,
whiskey
like,
commercial.
short again, but it was pretty long. I had like probably a good 2 or 3 inches. I could be in a whiskey, dude. I could sell the shit out of whiskey.
Can I brag about myself and also complain about the world real quick?
It wouldn't be a podcast if you didn't.
Great.
I was just going to say that, Pat.
Oh, see?
Shut up, guys. I'm telling the story.
Wait.
Oh my god.
Let's guess what she's going to talk herself up for
Yes.
and shit on everyone else for. Pat.
I'm not going to complain about you guys.
Okay, so
I have no idea.
she's going to brag about how she has her costume almost done in time for Halloween, and she's very proud of how it came out.
And
there
What
any
is
other
she shit on
takers?
people about?
And the other thing is that other people who had more time did a lesser job. Yes,
I think
lesser.
the complaint is going to be about everyone else's unpreparedness for Halloween. And the kicker is she bought her Halloween costume 8 months ago.
This isn't
Okay.
really doing anything but showing me what you guys think of me as a person.
Hey, but it's in a good way. Go on,
Yeah,
Dan. You take a
we
turn.
love you.
No.
Oh my god.
I have no
Okay.
idea.
Okay, go ahead.
You guys.
I feel like it's just a ploy to squeeze Neopets into this podcast somehow.
Dan, I wasn't even gonna, but you put Neopets in for me. This is incredible.
I can't avoid it. Fuck, I took the whole thing out at the end, and you still managed to weasel it in there every week. So it was like,
I
at
love
this
it.
point, I've accepted that it's going to happen at some point.
Can we talk about Neopets for a second? Because it's fucking
Jesse.
ridiculous.
I want to
spent
hear.
all
Aw.
of this time in Neopets trying to get a rainbow fucking paintbrush. All I wanted is to paint my whatever the fuck weasel Neopet was rainbow. That's all I wanted. I wanted a cool Neopet. Other people had cool Neopets. No, mine's fucking red. And not even like a good red, like mud red, like shitty brick red. Fuck Neopets.
Oh,
don't
That's
know.
all we're going to ever say about Neopets ever
it's
again.
going to be our new
Yeah.
Anyway, what?
Actually, I learned
What were you
HTML
gonna go on about,
in
Fuzz?
Neopets.
Oh my god.
Speaking of Neopets.
Most people that I know who know each HTML actually did learn it from Neopets. That's really interesting.
That guild system was like a really great way to learn HTML.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I learned how to
totally.
write from Neopets.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you write erotic Neopet fan fiction?
Okay.
It wasn't
here we
erotic.
go. It always goes down that path.
Anyway,
How erotic
Yes,
was it?
Fuzz, please. I want to hear her. I wanna
Jesse,
hear
please.
what she's gonna
So,
say.
On a scale of 1 to how bad was it?
man, so
And that's gonna be a fun edit. You're gonna have to edit out. Not a good word.
one of
leave it in there.
I denounce you.
I can't believe I still haven't gone on with this stupid story.
Fuzz, please tell your story.
One of the things that I do at school that I'm really, really proud of is research on Let's Plays and YouTube and stuff like that.
Nice.
Learn.
I learn,
What
but
is
I
learn?
also write and I teach specifically on this. And I'm really proud of it, specifically because, to my knowledge, I'm one of like 3 people that's ever done any work on it. And out of those 3, I'm like the most ahead, and that's the brag. And so
Okay.
I got an email from one of my professors saying that another one of her students wants to do work on Let's Plays. And immediately I was like, oh shit, you know, because she's like muzzling in on my territory. So I decided to look her up. And this girl has fucking volunteered for Habitat for Humanity. She's in the honors college. She made an entire video about how it's great to like go and donate food and money to people. And she's better than me. She's a lot better than me.
Never. No one can be better than you, Fuzz.
Oh no, it's like by far. Like if I had an evil twin, I feel like I would be the evil one and she's like the good one, you know?
Aww.
Like I need to step up my
Right.
game.
My only question would be, how good is she at social media, and would she be willing to work with us?
That's
Dan, please.
good.
The,
I mean,
Asking
the
for a
problem
friend.
though is she's doing in our school's honor system, we have to have a senior thesis if you're in that specific college. And she's doing her thesis on Let's Plays. And so the email I got from her is that I would love to read what you have written and discovered. Would you like to meet sometime? Reading what you've written beforehand would also be great, which makes me nervous because that means that me, having spent the last 3.5 years writing shit like this and presenting and doing all this shit, is going to end up in her paper and she's going to be credited for it. And I'm not about that. I need all of the attention on me at all times, at least until I get into grad school and I can lay low.
Clearly taking the high road. I like it.
I've already accepted that I'm the bad one.
That's why we hired you.
If we don't want the good one is boring. You need the bad one, the one that's going to play the angles. Come on.
I'm actually very nervous that she's going to like rip off all of my work and like throw it into her thesis
Okay.
and be done.
Amber, seriously,
Yes.
think about this really carefully. Does she have a Rock Band microphone duct taped to her table right now? I don't
That's
think
a good
so.
question. I
So
don't think she does.
I wouldn't sweat it. I think you're going to be totally fine.
There you
Damn,
go.
you're right.
Leave it to Pat to ask the hard
Got to
question.
think these things out, man. That's what I'm here for. But
Oh
that's-
man, so
Go ahead.
let's move away from the craziness a little bit. Talk about some serious shit. So Halo 5 came out today. No, I'm just
Oh
kidding.
my god.
On a serious note, though, this YouTube Red thing has been going on for a while. Talks about it, and I guess it just came out. I saw something posted today that YouTube won't be paying regular partners for the entire month of November while YouTube Red is in trial period. And I don't know how I feel about that. Like, the whole paid subscription thing is kind of dumb to me anyway on a platform that has been free since its inception. But to then say, well, you know what, we're launching this new thing where people have to pay, and we're just not going to pay anybody else for that month while it's in trial period. Like, that's kind of horseshit, isn't it?
A lot of the things that they're doing right now with it sound a little bit horseshit. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I read up about the breakdown of where that $9.99 a month is going to go, and it's going to go basically to other creators, like based on the proportion of which you watch videos. Like, say if somebody watched us for 15 minutes, but somebody went and watched Jesse's, like, I don't know, like a beard shaving video for like 45 minutes, then Jesse would get 3/4 of that $9.99.
You know, I've been dying to monetize my fetish beard shaving videos, and I'm so stoked that I'm finally getting the opportunity. I mean, this can only be good.
Look,
I feel bad for people that currently make their living on YouTube and have put a lot of work in to make that a possibility for them.
I agree.
I mean, there's going to be people on the bubble though, right? Like, there's people out there that they'll be fine not getting paid for a month, like PewDiePie. That's not even going to affect him. But then there's people that are like barely scraping by on what they make, and now they're not going to get paid for a month. What are they supposed to do?
We should also keep in mind that we are currently suckling on the teat of YouTube too, so, you know.
Yeah, but that's not our sole venture. I mean, that it'd be one thing if you put all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
But if you diversify your monetization strategy, I think you have a better chance of surviving. But if you've been in the game that long and you're just focusing on your YouTube views, I mean, that's going to kind of hinder your progress. I mean, because you're stuck with just relying on that.
Plus, I mean, we've done so well on YouTube. I've already got my student loans paid off. It's like, it can only get better, right?
It's all those beard shaving videos, dude.
You really
we can't keep up.
You really could get sponsored by Drano. That'd be an awesome idea. Share it. You should make that one of the stretch goals to shave your beard.
Right? Oh, I don't want to do that. Okay, can I talk about me trimming my beard the other day, because it was sort of traumatic.
Oh no.
I'm fascinated.
I have this problem where I don't understand like the numbers on my beard trimmer. Okay, so it's like numbered 2 through 14, even numbers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what those numbers mean. I don't understand what those measurements represent. I put it on 8, I think. I have like long stubble now. I had this nice beard. I did like the first pass under my chin, and it was like, oh, I just fucking shaved my beard. What? Like, is this a beard trimmer or like some sort of joke where they sell a thing that's supposed to be a beard trimmer and it just ruins your life? Because my life is ruined.
Aww.
That's a funny joke.
I will never recover from this. It's just like I peaked,
like a week from now when it all goes back.
I peaked a week ago, and it's only downhill from here.
Beards are weird.
I love having a beard when I'm allowed to have one, because for my job sometimes the requirement is you have to be clean shaven, but when I'm allowed to really grow it out for a long time, it's amazing because you don't have to shave as often. You just have to make sure it looks nice, and you feel like an adult. You feel older.
Me too.
That's not about feeling like an adult. It's fucking being lazy.
Yeah, that's another part of it
takes
too.
a lot of fucking work. That's why I keep a beard. Because I got to trim like maybe once a week.
Mm-hmm.
And that's only if I want to, because I don't have a job to go to. But yeah, for me, I just grew it out because I'm like, fuck shaving. The second it could fully come in, that was it.
There was this story on Reddit of this guy who, I guess, climbed some Appalachian mountain sort of thing. I'll see if I can find it for the link dump. Oh, here it is. He climbed the Appalachian Trail, and he essentially came back like almost completely lost all the weight he had, and like he grew this massive beard.
The ex-governor of my state, South Carolina, said that he was hiking the Appalachian Trail for 2 weeks, but then somebody found him in Argentina where he was sleeping with his mistress.
Oh,
that's my Appalachian Trail
he looks
story.
like a completely different dude,
right? You went from normal person to like crazy mountain man hiding from all society.
He
Sadly,
has
the
massive
nipples are still
and
the
it
same.
makes me
though.
really uncomfortable.
He needs to duct tape those things back up. Make sure they're not sagging.
A little tape will hold them in place. That's gross.
If I may, Shua has sent me an anecdote about his own beard that he would like for me to share.
Yes.
Listen, if he wanted to share anecdotes, he should have been on.
His mic is broken. Goodness, have a heart.
Excuses.
Why
How
is his
convenient.
mic broken, yet he can afford bottles of rum to chug? I don't understand.
Right?
Well,
Right?
usually my beard works like this. It always great until one day you don't feel it and you feel like you do better, so you shave it. Then you shave it and regret it all because you look like a 5-year-old trying to look like an adult.
Okay.
That is actually a very, very good Shua impression.
Thanks.
My
I've
favorite
learned
thing
his voice
about
very
that
well.
is not that she read that, but that she read that in what she believes is Shua's beard voice. And I love Shua's
That
beard
is
voice.
specifically not the voice of Shua, but the voice of Shua's beard.
Yeah, it did sound like Jack Patillo. Thank you.
Jesus.
In our chat, Shua, who is our live studio audience, is telling us that he also approves of the way it sounds.
That's what I try.
So
I try.
we're getting close to Halloween, and Fuzz is really proud of her costume, but she never told
So that you
us
guys
what
said.
it is. Or did I miss that? Do we know what Fuzz is for Halloween?
I
No?
believe that I was talking about like the work I do at school, and you guys said that I'm full of myself and the costumes that I make.
Okay, now wait a second.
So that was a
Let's-
story that you made
by
up.
you guys,
Let's
you
take
mean
this
Jesse
back
said.
and clarify it a little bit. I never said you were full of yourself because of it. I said that's what you're going to say you were proud of.
Okay. That's
To
what it
be
felt
fair,
like.
I said I don't know.
It's true.
Either
I
way.
remain neutral in that whole thing. So it was Pat and Jesse shitting on you.
Jesse's
not me.
gone.
Oh,
Jesse's
I'm actually
gone.
glad. I'm actually glad that you asked because I'm facing a dilemma that I hope that you guys can help me with.
Uh-oh.
I am going to be doing 3 things this year for Halloween. So I ended up getting, well, I didn't get any, but I'm going to probably end up doing 3 different costumes.
Really?
Okay.
One of which is for hanging out with my friends. We're going to go and do karaoke.
Nice.
And I'm going to be Amethyst from Steven Universe, which is the thing that I usually cosplay at cons. So I only really needed to get stuff for like her outfit because I needed to fix it. Another, I have to work a Halloween party. So I don't want to show up at the Halloween party for work in like full body paint and a giant silver wig. So I decided I'm just going to do some makeup to be a vampire. And the last one, my friends want me to... Actually, this one is kind of a weird story. We invited somebody to come, and she was like, I didn't know I had to wear a costume, but I feel like since this is my first, like, Halloween college experience, I should be something slutty. And she is ethnic, like I am. So I said, you should totally be ethnic Ted Cruz, and I will be ethnic Ben Carson, and our white friend can be sexy Donald Trump, so we were all going to be sexy Republican candidates.
Oh, that's who Jesse's looking forward to. Go on. Sexy Donald Trump.
So now I have to find like a sexy outfit to wear for Halloween, and I've never done like the sexy thing before, but I'm torn between like sexy Ben Carson, like a sexy duck, or like sexy peanut butter or something stupid, you know?
I'm out on this one because I don't know your Republican people.
What happened to the days when these children would dress up as the Tooth Fairy, or
There is a sexy tooth
or
fairy.
you know,
No. Not sexy tooth fairy. That's stupid. But when I was 4, my mom made me a tube of Crest.
Nice.
And I have a picture somewhere, and maybe if you're lucky, sometime during the Extra Life stream, just for shits and giggles, I'll release it.
That can come out with the embarrassing photo.
Nah, I'm not embarrassed
Embarrassing
about it. I'm
photo
fucking
goal.
proud as shit of my mom that she made it all by herself, and I look like an incredible tube of toothpaste.
That'll be for the people to decide.
No.
Were
I'ma
you
say
the
it right
only?
now.
Were you the only hygiene related product in the family that year, or was somebody else like a toothbrush and somebody else was like floss?
What, are you trying to say my sister's a douche?
Oh, that's not what I said. Damn, please.
That's okay. She's kind of a douche.
Ooh.
Soundbite, love it. Okay,
She doesn't listen to this anyway. I don't care.
but that's kind of cool, actually.
But no, like that was really. I get what you're saying. But yeah, going back to your thing, Fuzz. I don't know Republicans. I don't know. I know Trump just because he's in the news. But
You know
I think
ducks.
Sarah Palin, is she Republican?
It's true. Yep.
I think so, right?
Sarah Palin.
But that's it. Like that's it. I mean, you could go as
She's the closest.
whatever
to
a
Canada.
sexy Sarah Palin would be.
People are into her.
Just
are
basically
super
Sarah
into
Palin.
her.
So yeah.
Look, a few years ago when she was running, she was okay looking. But then Tina Fey started doing impressions of her, and like Tina Fey's way better looking than Sarah Palin, so just ruined it.
Oh my God.
Oh boy. Okay. I think I have the answer for you, Fuzz. You want to go as the sexy tube of toothpaste. I think that's the answer.
Ooh.
No one will see that coming. No one. It'll just be
You're right.
boom.
You're right, though.
Colgate.
It's true.
Let's see what happens here when I Google sexy tube of toothpaste.
Oh, don't.
I
We don't
found
recommend that
sex
at all.
with toothpaste. That's not what I wanted.
No, I don't.
But thank you for that, Pat, because now this is just going to be in my search history forever.
This is okay. I do not take credit for this. As we're talking about the things you don't want to take credit for, I will not take credit for this. I'll let you have all the credit for this, Fuzz.
This isn't. God, this is unpleasant. Let's move on.
Dan, what are you going to be for Halloween?
A father.
Aw, boo.
Was there anyone listening to this that didn't expect that response? Like anybody?
I thought he would come up with something a little bit more. I don't know, a little bit more dynamic.
I've been thinking about it, and I think somebody said it before, and they're absolutely right. I am the Gus Sorolla of this podcast.
That is very true. That is very true. Now that
I
think about it.
disagree.
I just,
He's just a grumpy person.
yeah, pretty much.
You gotta.
I hate
What about
people.
your kids though? I mean, they want to see. Like, are they gonna dress up for Halloween? Are you gonna take them trick or treating?
Yeah.
Well, I gotta get in on that, man.
My wife took my son trick-or-treating his first Halloween. He was 2 days old.
Aw, that's not.
She managed to get out of the hospital like Halloween day and took him out. I was like, I can watch him. Just take Haley around the neighborhood. No, I'm taking him with me.
Oh my gosh! Did she?
He was 2 days old.
What,
She's carrying
like
him
leave the
around.
umbilical cord in. It'll add an effect.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's bad.
But yeah, my daughter's gonna be. Oh crap!
Nice.
She was gonna be it's a princess of some sort. I can't remember which one. She was gonna be Elsa, and then and then she wanted to be Cinderella, and that didn't happen. Now she's gonna be. I can't remember. It's a Disney Junior character, actually.
Sophia.
Sophia the First. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So she's gonna be Sophia the First, and my son is gonna be a minion.
Oh, nice.
He's got a little minion costume.
Okay, there you go.
What happens when you
You got to
babysit
dress
a
up
lot? You know all the
as
Disney
Guru.
ones.
Gru.
Yeah,
Gru. Gru.
whatever. I never watched the movie. Dan, but you got to dress up as that guy.
I guess it wouldn't be hard, but then I'd have to shave my head, and that's not gonna happen.
Just get like a bald
Shua
cap.
for Halloween is going to be Poison Ivy from Batman.
Who?
Another very sexy costume.
Who's gonna do that?
Shua.
He's gonna be Poison Ivy.
Nice.
So we're
Yeah.
gonna get pictures of this. I'm
Yeah.
assuming.
Sure.
Yeah.
Shua, we have you committed to this photo here as Poison Ivy.
Now we're gonna collect a shitload of embarrassing photos for the live stream. Think back over the years. I'm sure you got lots.
I'm sure everybody has some. It's got to be, right?
Well, there's always that one that you thought that you were cool and it all came together and you were clever and original, and then it's just the most god awful thing you ever did.
That's emo phase.
Never happened.
That's what that is.
Never happened to me.
No,
I thought I was so edgy.
No. I was always the coolest kid in the picture.
Shut up, Dan.
I got obsessed with long coats after The Matrix came out. I thought they were so cool. Luckily,
Did you really?
I had a buddy that did that too.
yeah. Luckily, there were. I didn't wear them to school or anything, but like it was awesome. I was always searching one out.
I love the idea that Pat ran around high school looking like the fucking Unabomber.
No,
My buddy wore a trench coat and fucking dark sunglasses everywhere.
Oh my god.
Didn't matter time of day, nothing. When that
At-
fucking movie came out, oh,
I was never brave enough to wear it in public. It was just like I had one at home, and I just looked in the mirror. I was like, I look cool. But luckily,
He just wore it at
look in the
home in
mirror
his
and
room
go,
alone.
Imagine if I had the courage to walk outside right now. How cool would I be?
imagine if I was brave one day. But
We
no,
had a dude at my high school who wore all black and sunglasses and shit, and legitimately believed that he was a vampire. Like, honestly and truly.
oh no,
Did he drink blood? Did he drink blood?
Actually, yes. He asked me and my friend to sample our virgin blood, and then he left.
as you would do.
And and then my friend turned to me and was like, Amber, he's so hot. And I was like, fucking go get him, Tiger. And Later, I found out that he got expelled because he
Bit someone.
actually bit a girl without asking.
Wow.
Bit a girl without asking.
There was
Yeah.
Oh.
without asking.
Gosh, these-
That happened to me in gym class. A girl bit my back when we were playing volleyball.
Oh my god, I bit a girl in volleyball. No, wait, it's basketball. I bit a girl in basketball.
She
in
just,
gym class.
it's fucking volleyball. We're just standing there. She come up and bit me right in the middle of the back for no reason.
Forget.
Oh, no, I bit
And then
this girl
I
because
fucking
she
turned
tackled
around
me.
and snapped on her, and I got sent to the fucking office. She fucking bit my back. I took my shirt off. I'm like, look, big teeth marks and everything. They're like, no, you swore in class.
Oh my
Like,
god.
what would you do if someone bit you in the back?
You should have bit him at that point. Been like, okay.
The teacher?
Yeah, I would have bit the teachers.
No. And my gym teacher at the time was like, he's a really buff dude.
Okay, never mind. Then they might have
Like,
taken
he was
that the
short
wrong
as
way.
fuck. Like, I was taller than him in grade 9. Really short dude, but like, dude was ripped.
Ah. Boo.
And he was like a really, really good singer, like country singer and stuff. So like,
What does that have to do with
respected him
it?
for his singing talent.
I couldn't have bit him. He was a really good country singer.
No, it's like,
Just-
no, because I respected him for his musical ability as well.
I
And he was jacked and he'd probably kick the shit out of me, but
Nah, I guess that's true.
I genuinely liked that teacher. So
I
was like,
respected him too much to bite it.
it's true. I mean, if anything, a little nibble on the knob maybe, but that's
Oh
different.
A
god.
little nibble on the knob, eh?
Please stop.
A little cheeky nibble.
We're not cleared for this kind of podcast.
How do you think a fat guy in grade 9 got an A in gym?
Okay, let's move on.
I'm in gym now, actually, guys. You guys
That
know
didn't
about this
actually
already.
happen.
I'm taking archery. at my
Really?
school.
That's right.
Yeah.
How's that going?
I told Shua about this already. I have really bad stage fright, which is why I always did. Well, part of the reason why I always did really bad in gym. Also, the reason is because I'm fat. But another reason is because when people look at me doing things that I don't really, really know how to do, I get nervous and choke. So when it's just coach watching me, he told me I'm one of the best shooters in the class. But then when he makes everybody else in the class come and watch me shoot, I just completely choke and it's awful. But
Why?
yeah, I started learning how to get past it. And he gave me my own bow because I'm not as tall as everyone else. So I can't really handle like the tighter strung ones. Shut up.
It's like Odysseus's bow where you're trying to pull it back.
I just imagine one of those fucking dollar store little plastic ones.
Aw, that
You guys are laughing now, but you really don't want to mess with me now that I know how to fucking functionally kill people from a distance.
But
They're
you
all
just
Katniss
admitted that you
style.
couldn't do it while people were watching you.
Well, yeah, but that was
So
like
as long as
performing.
if you're gonna
Killing
pull a
is
bow
like a
on me,
job.
I'm just gonna run out in public and go, "Hey guys, come here and look. She's gonna shoot me with a bow," and it's just not gonna happen.
Ooh, excellent point. The best defense.
Why would I announce to you ahead of time that I was going to shoot you, Dan? That's stupid.
Okay.
Please, I'd see you coming
Are you
a mile
sure?
away. You're not Legolas.
Stage fright happens to the best of us.
True.
Thank you, Jesse.
You know, okay. Here's what we're gonna do for RTX next year. We're gonna get a stage, and we're gonna have Fuzz shoot an apple off of Shua's head. Like
I want to
William
shoot
Tell.
an apple off of Dan's head.
No.
No,
With a gun.
Dan's too
With a
valuable.
gun.
We got to keep him.
I have kids.
Got to keep him for the podcast.
They need their
Shua, I
father.
think, wouldn't mind that happening. So
Do they need you or do they need the life insurance policy? Which one works better for them?
Jokes on them. I don't have a life insurance policy.
You should tell them you do, and then when they premeditated murder you, just your will just says "Gotcha, nerds."
oh,
That would
boy.
be pretty good.
As an insurance agent, I
That-
cannot condone this conversation whatsoever.
Oh, Pat, you're super fired now.
No, not if I disagree. Totally disagree. It is wise for you to get life insurance, Dan. You should totally do it.
Yeah.
Do you denounce us?
Huh? Do I denounce you? I denounce a lot of things.
Yeah. Pat, what if I just start sending you insurance claims?
Please don't. Please don't.
Just start calling them for no reason.
Please don't.
Pat, I'd like to file a claim on my shoes. I bought them 2 years ago. They're worn out. I would like a new pair.
I'm on a verge of going on an insurance rant, and I don't think you people want that.
We've
No,
already
we don't.
done like fucking what? We've done
Whoa.
duct tape. We've done
I mean, yeah, we
beards.
did
Are we
go on a
really going to
duct
do
tape rant,
insurance?
so-
Yeah,
policies
you don't
now?
want an insurance claim rant. I will just say this: insurance is not a maintenance policy. It is it's like what we call the OS situation.
We are really doing it. Oh my
I'm
god.
almost done. So please,
Go ahead.
unless you understand that it's catastrophic, do not file a claim. It's not going to help you out.
It's true because it's their practice to not pay out on their policies that they offer. So
Not true.
Can I pitch a
It's just-
hypothetical?
Yes,
Can I
please.
pitch a hypothetical?
You may.
So I don't get you and Dan in the trenches of insurance warfare.
Oh no.
I own a car.
Yes.
This car was a good car for a while, but now I'm bored of it,
I
and
can see
Daddy
where this
won't
is
buy me
going.
another. I
I think you
into
just
some
realized where it's
sort of-
going too.
freak accident in which someone throws a Molotov cocktail at my car and pushes it off a small to mid-sized cliff.
And there it is.
Oh my god.
Define small to mid-size. I need to know the dimensions before I can rule on this.
You are first on the scene,
Uh-huh.
stranger insurance adjuster.
Uh-huh.
I have no idea what happened.
Oh my god.
I smell like gas, and the nipples are cut out of my shirt. Probably
Why
some
do
kind
those
of
two
freaky
things have to go
abduction.
together?
I've been through a lot this evening, I say. Can you please just file this claim so I can get a new car and put this horrible nightmare chapter of my life behind me?
I will
What do
give
you say?
I will give you a small example of what would happen because number one, I'm not a claims adjuster. Because they are like the Sherlock Holmes of insurance. And they're good and they are very scary because what they'll do, and remember, I'm not a claims insurance adjuster, but just off of what I'm aware of, probably they'll take the police report, notice that nobody's fingerprints but yours were on the car.
Now, wait a second. He said that somebody threw the Molotov at the car. Hang on.
Threw it at the car.
Let's give him the
There'd be
benefit of the
remnants of
doubt.
Shattered
glass.
glass. Where were you? What was happening? What time did
I
this
don't know.
happen?
I blacked out.
Where did the bottle come from? Whose fingerprints are on the shattered shards of the bottle?
What? But what about the bruises all over the nipples of me?
Well, they'll say, I'm sure you... Honestly, in all honesty, it would probably... You'd probably have to talk that out with the actual insurance company because the report would be so odd and so weird that they would probably have to launch an investigation, and that's a huge stinking deal. But yeah, there are people that try to do stuff like crazy at that level. I don't want to get into it too much.
I was just gonna say if you could tell us like what would be
Okay.
the craziest thing.
One of the craziest things is, well, people do it all the time. It's not crazy, and you hear about it on the news. People torch their houses all the time because they don't understand how an insurance policy works. And they check your house to see if it was intentional. And if it was intentional, not only do you not get your claim filled, but they non-renew you, and it's impossible for you to get insurance again, and you usually end up in jail for insurance fraud.
Define intentional.
Match, throw it, or Molotov cocktail to my own car sort of deal. That would probably
Jesse,
count.
What about if I want to make super gasoline? So I boil regular gasoline until all of the not gasoline is out of it, and all I'm left with is super gasoline.
If you're
Except I have a gas range, and little do I know that super gasoline makes a lot of unsuper gasoline fumes in my kitchen and explodes me. And in the following chaos, someone, probably a weird fireman, cuts the nipples out of my shirt and drags me to safety. What then?
I have to know why it's like a recurring thing with the nipples in the shirt.
I was gonna ask that too.
if it were me, Jesse, you would have a new Maserati within the hour.
I feel like
I'm not
it's
sure I understand the question.
I feel like it's like a serial killer thing. It's like all the victims have the nipples in their shirt cut out.
That's how I feel.
You can't figure out why.
Think about this. I'm just driving my car, minding my own business. Suddenly, I wake up in a desert, in wherever deserts are, and that whole scenario. Then a few months later, I'm just trying to do some science therapy and make super gasoline, and little do I know, physics hates me, and firemen
Also, chemistry
are
might not be your
perverse.
friend. Yeah.
Personally, I don't
I
think
just
it's the
accused-
insurance company's business that your nipples are missing, right?
My nipples aren't missing. The shirt area of my nipples is missing.
Well, that too.
Well, I think
But my nipples of me that belong to me, those are on me.
it's a very interesting case. I think that I'd be a little bit concerned. I mean, when the mention in the police report of super gasoline came out, it might become an issue.
I would just like to see the look on anybody's face that reads that report. That's all I want. I just
I
want
think
to
Oh my
see
god,
someone's
this gives
reaction.
me a great idea for a video.
Oh no.
Pat, how familiar are you with Candid Camera?
How familiar am I with Candid Camera? I am aware of the concept
Yes.
of it, yes.
Does your family / coworkers, do they have a sense of humor?
Some of them do, and depending on what it is you're asking.
All right, so
Jesse's
we
going to
go
submit
forward
that actual
with the super
report.
gasoline.
Do you live near
Oh,
a
absolutely
small to
do not do
mid-sized
that. They will
cliff?
murder me. They will murder me. They'll know it's you because I'll be like, I have this friend who's a clown. Do not look at this.
Hey,
Yeah, but we're not talking
I
about
do
Crip
not-
right now. We're talking about Jesse.
work at the circus.
Sorry, Crypt.
No, but there's a lot.
Not sorry.
There's a lot of frivolous claims out there, and there's actually pretty scary ones that you can Google online. And I think one of the scariest ones that they even talked about on the Rooster Teeth podcast, where people don't quite understand what happened, was that airliner where the guy attacked the pilot with like a hammer or something like that.
Oh, yeah,
To
it was
tr-
the FedEx plane.
Yeah, to try to collect on his life insurance policy, which was like $2 million, and it
He
was
tried to
wait.
put the plane down.
yeah.
Wait, some random dude tried to put a plane down
Wait, have you not heard the
collect-
story, Dan?
to collect the pilot's life insurance?
To his
No, okay, so the 30-second summary of the story goes basically there is a FedEx employee, some like low-level box mover kind of guy who works at an airport, just like loading freight for Federal Express. He stows away on this giant cargo FedEx plane with like a jewelry hammer or something fucking ridiculous, breaks into the cockpit and tries to beat the pilots to death with the hammer so his family could collect his life insurance policy. Like he was just going to put the plane down and assume that no one would realize that there's some struggle like in the cockpit with some fucking mid-level FedEx employee trying to kill two pilots with a shitty joke hammer.
Well,
I gotcha.
the idea is that the damage he would have done to them would have been indistinguishable from the damage of the plane crash, so he would have gotten away with it. But that's an example of how pretty weird people can be when there's insurance involved. That it's like they look at it as some kind of like this little money pot. It's really not. It's just like an OS sort of situation. You know what I mean?
It's like a lottery that you can win if you act hard enough.
No. No.
There you go. Insurance in a nutshell.
When I go get fired.
For example, I have this car. I don't like it anymore, so I throw a motto now.
I think what they would do is
Oh,
they
man.
would go take all the pieces to you and like give you a little thing of glue, and you'd have to put it back together like a model. And then if it didn't stay together, you'd have to duct tape it, and then maybe even duct tape it, and that'd be your car.
I thought for
Wow.
a second we were talking about the bottle pieces, and I got really confused.
That too. You could glue back your bottle. I told you didn't want to talk about insurance. I warned you.
God damn
You
it.
did.
Oh, guys,
Yes.
Uh-huh.
we have a shirt in the wild.
Oh.
We do.
Oh.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jeff a couple days ago bought the very first Why Did I Ask For shirt.
When did he buy
Forgot to
it?
tell you guys about that.
When did
My
he buy
B.
it? Fuzz, when did
I
he
was
buy it?
there. I was on the phone with him when he, not on the phone, on TeamSpeak with him when he
Pat,
bought it.
when did he buy it?
When did he?
When
no,
exactly?
No, seriously.
Tell
When did he buy it?
Where's Harvey Dent?
Where's Rachel?
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, one of those days.
Damn it. Okay, never mind.
All right, then.
Recently.
I bought one on Sunday.
That's awesome, though.
I was so
He was
happy.
gonna get me one, but I was like, nah.
Oh no way! I haven't even looked in here.
Wow.
People actually like us.
Oh.
I can't believe it.
It's
People love
amazing
us.
Oh.
when you
We're moving
look
up
at
in the
things.
world.
That's right. Look at that. Oh, we can
People are
finally
super duper
pay
into us.
for Fuzz's college tuition. It's wonderful.
Yay!
We've made $4.40.
Let's do this.
Yay!
We got
Oh
this.
my God,
We are
really?
going to buy Shua some good with tequila for once.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's not.
Hear
what
that,
we're
Shua?
doing.
The bad days are over.
Oh my god!
I'm so
Look,
excited,
he posted a
guys.
picture of it in the group. It's so amazing.
Did he really?
Yeah. Holy crap!
Where?
This has been
Great.
the least
This podcast
riveting
just got derailed
podcast of
because somebody
all
bought our
time.
shirt.
No, this is how
I know.
grateful we are for people who
We have to
support
spice it
our
up a
cast.
little bit, guys. Come on.
Oh
This
shit!
is
Oh my
this is
gosh.
probably actually a great time to plug the store.
I think it's a great idea.
It
Plug the
looks
store.
so awesome.
We're gonna plug the store. So it's society6.com/whydidaskfor, all one word, spelled like it's spelled. And check it out. We've got some cool shit in there.
Oh my
funny throwbacks
gosh.
to previous podcasts.
And we're constantly coming up with new ideas and
Canadian
If you
Bag
buy a
Corporation.
shirt, if you buy a shirt, we will all go down the list and say how much we love you. I'll love you a lot. Pat, how much will you love them if they get a shirt?
Like so much love. There'd be like so much love. I would.
Jesse.
I would send.
Oh,
them
wait, you
a
weren't done.
profile
Sorry.
picture. Oh, it's okay.
I will love them just enough to make them want more love, but not enough to fully validate them.
Oh,
You're just like the
That's
rest
sad.
of them.
I'll love them at
I know.
slightly less than the Canadian love exchange rate. Whatever the fuck that means, I don't know.
there you have it,
What's
folks.
the
Go buy a
love to
shirt.
Toonie ratio? Love to loony ratio. There's got to
The
be
love to
something in there.
Toonie
They've
ratio.
monetized it somehow.
If you get a shirt, maybe Shua will love us enough to come back home after buying all those cigarettes.
Shua's ran away from home. We didn't want to tell anybody. He's out there in
Do you
the
guys remember
wilderness.
that commercial with the dog, the talking dog? It was like the girl comes home and
The
she's,
yellow
like, super
commercial, and the dog's like, "I hate it when you get high."
Yeah. And then the fucking, it's like some kind of beagle, and he like jumps up on the stool. He's like, "Hey, Rebecca, I really don't like when you get high. I miss my friend." And you know the girl is just standing there with the fridge open looking for munchies, and all of a sudden the dog is like talking down to her.
Well, that's when you take the
Wow.
dog and, it's time to send the dog the way of Old Yeller at that point.
I would have
Pat.
just been like, "Look,
That's true.
if you really want to be my friend, we need to torch this car. I need insurance money."
So many people that talk back to you in real life. When the dog starts talking back, that's a line. That's like, okay,
Why have I never seen this commercial before?
you haven't never seen it?
Also, it's like
No.
it's
It's an American
if-
commercial.
If you smoke pot and then your dog starts talking to you, you need to talk to whoever you smoke pot with, because that's not weed. You are in a different dimension.
I'm
when
pretty
your
sure
dog,
they call that what is it, angel dust?
when your dog is preaching down to you. You just need to look into some things. If I ever came home and Abby was like, "You've made some really poor financial decisions," I would just be like, sweet, you're gonna be dead in 10 years, so don't tell me how to fucking live my life."
I
Am I
disagree.
the only person who would never ever want their dog to talk to them?
Huh.
My dog knows too much, dude.
I think Jesse would be severely happy if his dog started talking to him, and would probably keep that the best kept secret in the world, and make
Severely
a cartoon of it
happy.
somehow.
I would be like the Eliza Thornberry of the Northeast.
Oh, you guys. If look, if my animals started talking to me, I would immediately call my dealer and be like, "Get me more of this."
Nah.
Because it's working.
Wait, more of the talking dog, or more of the thing that's making the dog talk to you?
He's gonna call his dog
More
dealer.
of the drugs.
Aw.
More of the drugs.
The dog dealer. "I'm so glad I bought a dog from you. This dog is really smart. It's achieved sentience. I need another one."
It's now become smarter than me, and I don't feel like talking to it anymore.
No. My dog would be like, Amber, why did you take me out of the house at 11:30 at night and then take me to Taco Bell in the liquor store? Why would you do this to me? I'm just a baby.
Amber, why you do this?
I don't need my dog to talk to me.
That's
It's too
a good
much
question
shame.
in general. Why are you going to the liquor store and Taco Bell at 11:30?
It's true.
I wanted tacos and liquor. I don't know how else to answer that question.
You know what I would do if my
very fair
dog
and to
started
the point.
talking to me?
What?
Besides freak out because she's been dead for over 10 years,
well.
I would go and buy a Why Did Ask For t-shirt just for my dog. That's
Just
what I
for
would
the
do.
dog?
I would
Imagine-
visit neopets.com.
You know, I gotta say, the only thing that I'm disappointed with our store
No such thing.
is
no,
that
no disappointment.
boy.
there's no beanies.
There's a beanie. I thought I saw one.
If you can find the beanie, tell me how to find it, because I will buy one right now.
Jesse, make this happen.
I don't think there are beanies.
Customer.
I didn't see them anywhere on the site.
I kind of changed my
working
mind. I
on
want
it.
someone to buy me a shirt now.
No, but those are really nice shirts. Jesse did an amazing job designing them. I am super
did.
excited to get mine. I had ordered it on Sunday, and it was pretty sure I was the first one. And now Jeff has popped that bubble.
Oh, he beat you out. Can we talk about the
He
shirts that we
actually,
have?
you know what? In doing so, he earned his way out of being called fucking new guy.
He earned his name. It was incredible.
I didn't even think when I responded with Jeff, you win. Because his immediate response was, "Holy shit! Did you just call me Jeff?" Because I haven't called him by his name in, I don't know, ever.
If you do want to purchase one of our shirts, so far we have a regular Why Did I Ask For logo shirt. We also have a I don't own a tent, but I like hiking shirt. Inspired by our own Shua.
I know which one.
We
I'm
also
getting.
have Jesse. You might want to do the voice on this one because I can't. The Bag Corporation of
The
Canada.
Canadian
shirt.
Bag Corporation.
Yes.
Putting things in bags in Canada, north of America, in North America, since Canada was founded. God save the Queen.
Yes. And also a sexy secret parrot shirt.
That's a necromancer parakeet.
Since
I think it's
Canada
got
was
a
founded by
really-
the aliens.
It's got a really erotic look to it, Like this
Did
parrot
you say
looks
sexy secret parrot? I don't understand why you feel this odd sexual tension with the illustrated
No, it's
parrot.
not an attention with the parrot. It's an
I-
attention from
I
the
feel
parrot.
uncomfortable.
I feel
Do
uncomfortable.
you have some sort of sexual interaction subconsciously with that parrot that makes you uncomfortable?
It's a necromancer. I mean, come on.
It makes me a billion times more uncomfortable that you feel so uncomfortable around a fucking parrot.
It looks like it wants to grope me. Like it looks like it's going to catcall me.
It's a parrot. It doesn't have hands to
mean-
grope you with.
So
It
go to
has
Society
wings
6
with green
and
feathers.
purchase your parrot groping t-shirt.
It's pretty bad that I have a better grasp of what that shirt is, and I wasn't even on the podcast that was spawned from.
I don't think anyone that's been on that podcast remembers what that reference was.
I just remember there was a lot of rum and my crying while people said things. That's all I remember.
Yeah.
It's my
There's
story.
a lot
and
of
I'm
pat in the
sticking to it.
corner.
I remember that
rocking
I
against the
behaved
wall.
myself and Jesse, Pat, and Shua
Absolutely
went
not.
off the fucking rails.
No, absolutely not. Ember was the worst.
I
Totally the
know.
worst.
I even told her that after when I listened to it, she was the good egg. That one.
Yeah.
But that was also before her birthday.
No, I
true.
don't remember any eggs.
That was
So,
long before my
Had
birthday.
she been able to drink at that point legally,
Oh, yeah.
it would have been much worse, I'm sure.
Guess what I'm going to try to do this weekend, guys?
Uh-oh.
There is a place here called Wet Willie's, which is a daiquiri bar where you go in and they have like a million slushy machines all lining the walls, and they're all alcoholic. And I want to go there this weekend and hopefully get absolutely ruined.
Oh, no.
On alcohol, right?
Yeah.
It only goes as far as
Fuzz,
alcohol.
I think we need to talk about your alcohol consumption.
Fuzz, we care about you.
It's
Fuzz
getting to
Fuzz
be
is
a
there.
problem.
very worried.
And the
Your Amber, your alcoholism affects me in the following ways.
number one, it's bottom shelf. Terrible. We've gone over
I'm
this.
poor, Pat. We've been over this.
Mm.
If you want to buy me expensive liquor, then you can, but I can't.
Okay. I just want that in writing. That's all.
There you go.
Not expensive.
We'll
just
get that in writing.
not bottom shelf. Not in the bin
I'd
that
like
says.
to make an insurance claim.
Oh God, no!
Oh no.
You cannot enter
Someone
into a
broke
legal
into my
binding
house and
contract if you're
drank
intoxicated.
all of my liquor. And I don't remember a thing, so it couldn't have been me.
Well, not all of it. They stuck a rag in one of the bottles and threw it on your car, apparently.
Threw it in your car.
Well, that car was gross, but I'm still very emotionally
Affected by...
what's the word? Yes,
I don't know.
affected. I've never used the word emotion before, so
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know how it fits together with other words.
Pat, can I
does
insure my
emotion?
emotions?
Can you insure your emotions? I'm sure there's a place where you could do that. You know,
I'm sure you could. Celebrities
Oh my
insure their
God.
body parts all the fucking time.
yeah, there's somebody, I forget who it is. I think it's Jennifer Lopez that insured her butt.
Mm-hmm.
And it essentially, if anything happens to it, it'll pay out because she claims that that's like her moneymaker, literally, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So she has that insured through the Lloyd's of London. It's pretty crazy.
I'm pretty sure it's insured for like $2 million.
There you go.
I want to insure my emotions and then subsequently sue my employer for constantly hurting them.
I don't think that would work.
I don't think that's how it works.
Also, not paying you. I think that's probably
That too.
doable.
That's true.
That's
yeah.
true. We should talk to that guy. I don't know who he is.
Fuzz, you know there are labor laws.
There are labor laws, you're right.
If you're children, if you're
Maybe you could
I'm a
use
children.
those.
if you am a children.
Wow.
I am a
All right.
children.
We're gonna
Wait,
have to
all right, no,
reverse
it can't
extradite the.
We're at time. We're a little bit past time. So if you got any
I have-
final thoughts,
I
throw them
have,
in now.
I have one last story.
Yes,
All right.
fantastic ending.
Good story. Good story.
Wait.
Good story.
Wait,
Wait for
wait.
it.
I actually do have a story. What was it?
Oh Jesus.
No, I really do. I promise you I do.
Our Neopet is starving.
Let's talk to Abby. Let's see what she has to say.
She walked out of here. She's disappointed in me and my decision.
She's had enough of Jesse's shit.
She's gonna start talking soon.
That makes two of us.
She's going to get high so that she can talk to Jesse after.
Do you think she gossips about you with the other dogs?
Oh my god. What if there was like a reverse of that commercial where some guy comes home and his dog is really high? He's like, you know, Patches, I wish you wouldn't smoke.
Patches.
You're not the same when you smoke. And I miss my friend.
Was that your
I'll
story?
be outside.
Was that,
No,
was
that
your
wasn't
story?
my story, but it's gonna have to do. Whatever.
Do you remember? You don't remember what it was?
No.
All right. Well, I guess then we'll wrap up here. So
To
I
be
want to thank
continued.
everybody for showing up today, and hopefully we made you ask. Why did ask for?
Thank you for tuning in to
Wait.
Why Did Ask For.
I-
This has been the podcast.
I have a closing statement, though.
Go on.
Sometimes in a young man's life, there comes a time where you get bored of your car and you decide to throw a Molotov cocktail at it and concoct a crazy story to make a false insurance claim. And as I've said, and as Pat, who works at an insurance company, has said, you should do it. Thank you. Have a good night.
I denounced the first thing I've ever denounced.